Rise and shout, Cougar cards are out. My name is D.A. Sweat, and I specialize in collecting rare autographed cards of BYU players in their BYU uniforms. Today's example for my collection are these 5 beautiful Jake Retzlaff autographed cards. So let's talk about the cards and the story they tell. So first, the card. Now, I normally only buy 1 autographed card per player, but I bought a handful of Jake Retzlaff autographed cards before the season started, figuring that while his 4 starts last year were rough, why couldn't he develop just like Zach Wilson and Jaron Hall did before him? That risk has paid off. BYU is 8-0 right now. They are first place in the Big 12. They are ranked number 9 nationally, and these Jake Retzlaff cards are selling for 3 and 4 times what I bought them for just a couple of months ago. These are manufactured by Leaf, and because they are Leaf cards, it does mean that we have some first-year Jake Retzlaff rookie cards, which is great, but Leaf does not have the license to show the BYU logo, so that is why you don't see it on Jake's helmet, on the uniform, or anywhere on the card. Leaf likes to do different series of cards. These are the Armed and Dangerous series over here. I really like this Armed and Dangerous right here because this is a pre-production proof, and you can see that it is a 1 of 1 right there. It's the only card in existence that looks just like this. It's a 1 of 1. Leaf likes to number their cards just to make them appear a little more rare than they might really be. So this Armed and Dangerous is a 3 of 4. My favorite series are these State of Pride cards because it connects the player to the team and to the state. I am a Utah native myself, so I love seeing this old classic Utah state flag right there on the card. This State of Pride here, this beautiful purple one, is a 3 of 8. This shimmering silver one is a 3 of 7. And this is my favorite Jake Retzlaff card. It is a gorgeous Earth Mojo series is what it's called. And take a look at this on the back. 1 of 1. Anytime you can find a 1 of 1 of a player that you like, you got to get it. So this is my favorite Jake Retzlaff in my collection. Now, what story do these cards tell? These cards tell 2 important stories. First, that BYU can compete in the Big 12 and on the national stage. Second, that a Jewish quarterback can thrive at BYU. First, BYU can compete. And that is the most important thing BYU fans needed to know, is that they could go to the Power 4 and not only succeed and get by, but they could really thrive at a Power 4 level. And that is what these cards represent. That BYU has arrived. BYU is a valid contender on the national stage. Now, second, and perhaps most important, these cards tell the story that any player from any walk of life can succeed at BYU. Jake Retzlaff is the only starting Jewish quarterback in Division I, and he's doing it at a school owned and operated by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. The BY Jew, as he calls himself, has felt included. He has felt accepted and supported in his faith during his BYU experience. Given the success of the 2024 BYU Cougars so far and the novelty of Jake Retzlaff's Jewish heritage, I can see his legacy and these cards being present and important in the BYU legacy for decades to come. So these cards matter to Cougars fans because they show that BYU can win and anybody from any walk of life can succeed at BYU and be accepted within the BYU community. So these are more than cards. They tell important stories, and I hope you liked this one. If you did, please help me get to 5,000 subscribers so I can keep making these videos, and please share them with a fellow BYU fan. Rise and shout, Cougar Cards Tell Stories is out.